Are you playing Call of Dragons and possibly might be in a predicament like me where you might be playing a season, maybe something's gone down and you are basically playing on your own right now, or you're trying to figure out how you can play on your own to maximize your season, right? Because you're not going to be able to get into those end of season rewards, or are you? So let's explain how you cannot lose faith and how you guys can keep power farming and actually helping your account towards the end of the season and still maximize on those end of season rewards. Hello guys, yes, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily videos with me, MrSneakyy. We're here today, back in Call of Dragons, like always. And a lot of people have always wondered, and I kind of thought about it myself, you know, because of everything that's been going down. You know, I'm in an alliance, I've been jumping in and out, and to be honest, I've been liking the TRUCE zone, as you guys know, and I'm going to jump into this TRUCE zone again soon, and hopefully maybe help this guy out and rally some stuff with this guy in the TRUCE zone, which would be really cool, right? So what can you do though to not kill your account? Because that is the one thing, right? Some people have been saying all the time, I've seen in the comments, because of the situation, my account's dead, my season's dead, I can't do anything, I can't help, my account's basically stagnated, right? But I was thinking about this, and do you know what? I don't think that's right. Obviously, I can, you know, power farm and stuff like that, which we're going to talk about, but I don't think my season's ended. Why? Because when we look into obviously the game, we've got enter to the Augustone here, we can check out obviously the timeline, and the timeline I'm almost at the end of, right? So this is where the nice cool little passes are coming up now to open, which is really powerful because that's the end of the zone season. And when you get to the end of the zone season, you're going to be able to research cross-region alliance, and this is even before this season ends. So you can do this when this chapter ends. This doesn't mean the season ended, it just means this Augustone chapter is done. So what that means is you as a player can do some cool things, right? It means you can obviously zoom out, and if you're playing in the Orion region and obviously in the servers you've been playing in, you can be talking to all the different servers now in all the different regions, right? So for example, I could be talking to like KPT, I could be talking to like O66 or GG83, you know, all of these different alliances all in here, UDF, EXG, like I could talk to any of these guys, right? And we can start talking and basically you know, create a plan about the next season. And that's what you need to be thinking of. How can I plan for next season? And that's what we're going to do. So basically the first option, or the first thing you need to be doing in this plan so your account isn't dead, is plan for next season. So what our first next season is going to be is find an alliance we want to migrate into and play with hopefully next season. So that's the first thing. I've already done that, don't worry, we've been talking around, we've done quite a lot of stuff, so we've got that checklist done, completed, right? So now what can I do to continue powering up? So it's pretty simple. The first thing obviously is power farming. I'm not going to go too crazy on that because we have done a full gathering guide recently. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that video on that, on how you can power farm really quickly, since we have done a mass amount of gold. And we've been power farming so much that is allowing me to honestly complete or start these big tech researches, right? And that's why I've got not as much research, because what I've done and what I'm going to state now is we're planning for the next season. So what we can do is we can go around and basically kill these behemoth lair areas. So if we can go around these areas and kill these little rune guards, guess what? We can still get some decent runes off these, and we can still go to the, you know, the higher level ones later on when they unlock, and we can get some even better runes. So you can trigger those researches that you're gonna need, and you can trigger them earlier. So now I actually found a really good research rune, triggered it, got it going, and guess what? We're cooking those researchers as you saw. So I've got them cooking earlier now than before. So I'm even more prepared, ready for next season. So that's one thing I'm already doing. The next thing that I'm gonna say to you guys, what you should be preparing for and how you can maximize your account: Pretty simple. Try and make a Roots of War team. I don't care who you are. You need to be playing Roots of War. Why? Because the Roots of War, no matter what, if you're winning or losing, is going to give you those 5 or 10 sculptures as long as you hit the 10k point requirement. But more importantly, on top of all of that as well, you're going to get those nice, juicy Resurge Legion bundles, right? And you can get different types of these, and you're gonna get these over time, right? Save them. You want to keep trying to get these as much as you can, and Roots of War is a really good way of getting them, so make sure you're participating in getting these. Why am I talking about this? Because what you can be doing is, if you're power farming and you are as well killing troops still, or what I mean by troops, you're still killing Darklings, because you do need to kill these Darklings, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. You're going to be in a position where when you look over time randomly at your speed ups and stuff, your speed ups is going to start going up. So like, as you can see, my training speed ups, I've got over 41,000 minutes in just training speed ups, and that's just because of, again, I've been killing so many Darklings. So don't stop killing Darklings, because you're going to honestly stagnate these speed ups that you're going to be earning through multiple events, again, from the Darkling based events, as well as just Darklings. They do give you quite a lot of good rewards, so don't forget that, because again, when you go to next season, you can now do some cheeky stuff where you could be going to train some troops here, instead of training 1,600, you could be training 11,600 in one go, and use all your training speed ups in really quick succession and do a really good power up in the next season. So that's one really big tip for you guys. So let's go into the next part, which is actually what I'm hinted at, the Darklings, and actually importance on preparation on your account with Darklings and Dark Creatures for your next season. So, as you guys know, you're still going to need to kill these Darklings. Why? Because you're going to gain the Sentinel arrows that you're going to need for your Watchtower. Yes, I'm not going to lie, guys. Grinding Sentinel arrows, I know, is a pain, as well as killing fortresses is a pain too. But if you can, you need to be grinding these either for the treaties or for the Sentinel arrows. But one thing people might not realize or not mention in their videos is actually, and it sounds crazy, the prestige. Why is the prestige still important for someone like myself, or maybe you, who feels like, I'm not playing this season, it's going to be dead, I'm not going to be doing anything, it's pointless? Why is the prestige important? It's actually important for one policy in particular, and you guys can guess, it is the warrants. Why is this important? Because simply, war pets now, with the brand new mechanic in the game, that you can obviously select where your skills can go, so you can create some absolute outrageous pets, like you can see like on screen now, and like this one what we've created now on screen, and this one what we're creating on screen. Like, you can create some outrageous pets now because of the way the skill system is allowing you to place these skills wherever you want to place them, right? So it's very, very powerful for you to do that. But what you need to think about is you need to capture pets. So increasing these warrants is actually very important. The sooner you can honestly capture 4 pets or 5 pets, even 3 pets, right, a day compared to 2 is so massive for your account, because it's going to allow you to obviously start grinding all of your war pet skill cards here, and the good ones that you need, like Resonance, like your Wild Chain Strikes, like your Forceful Fierce Attacks and Fierce Attack 1-stars and Tooth and Claws. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can farm all of these, and on top of this, anything you don't need, you can obviously are going to be earning these skill card expansions over time, so you're going to increase it anyway. So it's really good that you're getting all of that prepped, and on top of it, as you can imagine, you're going to be capturing war pets, so you could be you know, upgrading your war pets like I have been doing. I've been trying to upgrade all of them. So now I've been currently working on this Frost Bear, I've been working on the Venomous Lizard, and as you can imagine, the Berserker and Golden Rock. They're the only pets I need to 1-star, and the Sand Lizard. They're the only ones I need to 1-star now. I've got everything else 1-star, which is great. So once I've got these guys with a 1-star skill, I'm good as golden, because I'm going to be cooking again for all the skills. Even if I get a 2-star one, that's been really good as well. Haven't been lucky enough to get a 2-star talented skill, but I have found some random 2-star skills for it, but we haven't been lucky enough to keep them. It is what it is, right? But like we were talking about, the policies is very important. So just make sure you are grinding those Darklings, honestly, or, you know, forts, whatever your sin is for the season to try and grind on. Make sure you choose it, because once you've done that and you get your prestige, you're going to get your policies increased, you're going to get the 5 pets, and honestly, you're going to grind your 5 pets every day, and those 5 pets are going to help you tremendously if you do this instead of just stopping and just giving up on the whole season, right? So let's go into the next section that you guys can be working on your account right now with all of this. And it's crazy enough, it's going to be artifacts. Yeah, remember, artifacts now do not reset. Remember, it's one of the biggest changes that happened with the recent updates to Call of Dragons. So your actual artifacts don't reset. This is going to mean you need to work on them. So what you can do instead, if you really don't want to, or you don't really care about leveling up these heroes because you don't feel like you're going to do any PvP and you're not going to like participate in them, what you can do is actually kill the pets. It sounds crazy, I know, but you can kill pets. But by killing pets, you get way more arcane dust than you do for killing, obviously, Darkling Patrols, right? It's just what it's coded in. You get way more arcane dust for killing these dark creatures. And by doing that, again, you're going to now work on your artifacts. So you can level up these artifacts, get these guys upgraded so they go up to level 50, level 40, whatever you need, get them ready so you can 5-star, 6-star them, and do all of that jazz. So that's one big tip that you can still be doing right now for your account. And if you're wondering what artifacts, if you really want to know, I'll always admit, get your gathering artifacts done. It sounds crazy, I know, but get your enchanted coins, get your Greenfinger's sickle, and Lucia's horn leveled up as much as you need. I think 30 honestly is fine on the sickle, but if you want to go to 40 or 50, go ahead. I might do it myself soon just so it's done and dusted. But once you've got those guys worked on, the artifacts you realistically want to level up are the ones that you use the most with the highest level skills. If you're a free-to-play player, low spender, honestly, you're going to be working on the artifacts that you mainly earn from either your, obviously, insight room, which you earn at the end of, you know, the rewards here. You can choose this chest and pick one. Or, obviously, from using your little artifacts keys here, you're going to get these gold key artifacts. If you earn any of these, again, and you will earn these quite often over time, you'll probably focus these ones first. So make sure you get like your Phoenix Eye to 5 or 6 stars if it's level 3 or 4, compared to something like your Infernal Flame that will be probably level 1. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, it's up to you, but I personally, for a free-to-play, low spender, think it's more beneficial to have a level 3 or 4 like Phoenix Eye or Tear of Arbon on your map instead of like a level 1 Infernal Flame. Why? Pretty simple. If you go to your artifacts, just remember when you start these bad boys up and you get them to 5 and 6 stars, you're going to start seeing the damage taken and the damage dealt reductions. So this is the really powerful thing. So when you look at something like the Tear of Arbon, which is level 4, you got to think, I am now dealing 4% more damage and I take 4% less damage. Compare that to 1%, which is massive. Massive. You're getting so much defensive and offensive stats with this. That's why I would recommend, depending on what you have, you know, and whatever your favorite is, you know, you might have more Shadow Blades, you might have, you know, your Soul on the Blade. Like, it's up to you what you choose, but I would personally go for the gold key artifacts first over the ones that you might have spent gems on, unless, again, you've spent gems and you've got an artifact like Gold Crest at level 5. That's an exception to the rule, right? But I'm just trying to give you guys some bases here. So that's what you can be doing realistically on your account. What you can also do, if you can find people to do this as well, obviously just finish up on your merit farming. It's nice, just merit farm away. You don't really need to get these elixirs anymore if you're not planning on fighting. What you would be focusing on is obviously the gold tokens, all the speed ups. You'd be doing the same down here with the gold keys, the stars, and the speed ups, and the pet skills. And once you've got the pet skills, you would re-roll and you'd repeat, right? Pretty simple. So that's only if you've got a merit farm available for you in your alliance maybe that you're in. Who knows, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. That is going to be how you can keep going. Honestly, how you can keep going. Don't give up just because maybe some random drama has happened in your kingdom and people are trying to single out from rewards. You can be powering up. You could be honestly going into next season easily with 500+ million resources if you really wanted to, really easily, if you just farm up with a mass amount of speed ups, with the right amount of pets, and with your artifacts already pumped up and ready to go. And you know, all you have to do is migrate and you're in a new season, right? You're away from the drama, you're in a new fresh start, new alliance, right? So it's all good. So that's what I'm gonna say to you guys. Just work on those bits. You can obviously work on other stuff like your tech and your troops, all your buildings. I don't want to mention that because I think that is something you guys would assume. But with everything else, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. That has been me, MrSneakyy, giving you guys faith and don't give up. You can keep grinding. There's quite a lot you can do, even if you are not realistically doing much. If you're just logging in per day, I'm showcasing what I would be doing just to maximize, again, the most that you can in your game. So this is me with Sneaky signing out. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next time, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.